Oh, right. I'm apollojustice. It's nice to finally meet you. As nice it is to be boiled alive. I think my hatred has only grown the more it's taken from me the freedom from this woman. I get free for a little bit, and then all it is. Okay. Right. You were gonna go to trial to prove that he didn't kill the Minister of Justice and possibly also prove that he didn't kill the Queen, which he has been persecuted for the past several years for no reason, because she is alive! And his wife! Why are they hiding her from him in the entire public? Hello! Hello, you're a local idiot. Honestly don't know what to do if I ever hit 100. I don't even know what to do since I hit 80. May 19th, 8:50 a.m. High Court of Khura'in. Right! The beginning of the game! Forgot! I completely forgot! Viva Revolution! Who won? Is the judge's cousin dead? Okay. May 19th, 9:28, High Court of Khura'in, accused lobby. Oh, dang it! I know something I forgot to do! Ah! I thought I changed everything, but oh, I did. Okay, never mind. Okay, I just got upset with myself for no reason. It's complete chaos outside. Let's just say the Defiant Dragon supporters demonstrating for Dhurke's freedom, taking very special interest in the outcome of today's trial. They look about ready to string us up if we lose. Trials here are pretty much like the ones back home, with one major difference. The divination seance. And also the fact that if our client's found guilty, we'll be found guilty and potentially killed and tortured for the rest of our lives. So, yes. The victim's families will become a matter of deliberation. I've heard about that. But they haven't stopped you from winning your cases here in Khura'in. True, but it wasn't easy. Still, the memories of the den are simply another piece of evidence. There's always a way to deal with them if your client is truly innocent. Well, Dhurke is innocent, but... I have one more big secret. Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you. And I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. Did my father cause the fire? He didn't start the fire. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all. Dhurke, what is that secret you're keeping? Who's talking? Oh, wait, I know who it is. Hey, AJ! It's... Flashbacks. Oh, what? Here you go, just like I promised. Hi, Larry. Found his orb added to the court record. Thanks, Stats. Wait, weren't you arrested by the police yesterday? Again? Yep, and I spent the night in the slammer. I had a fine meal. a shower, even a bed! What more could I ask for? Yeah, they do a lot of flashing in this game, don't they? Actually sounds way better than where we're staying. Just remember, AJ, if Dhurke's found guilty today, well, he'll probably be found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act, too. Yeah, now you just said something to that effect. That witch Garan wants to take advantage of today to crush our revolution once and for all. The fate of the revolution, and even the Khura'in's people, rest on this trial. Har har har. Yeah. We're counting on you, AJ. We'll be fine. I'm going to win this one. You'll see. The trial will begin shortly, Apollo. Let's make our way into the courtroom. Right. In we go. What we'll find, no one knows. May 19th. High Court of Khura'in.
Let the trial of Dhurke Samadi begin.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Majesty. You're just gonna spam me. So it's really come down to this. Well, don't expect me to hold anything back, Naita.
This trial will examine both the murder of Justice Minister Inga Khura'in and the assassination of the former queen, Amaras Sagada Khura'in. First, I believe we shall address the murder of Minister Inga. Would that be acceptable, Prosecutor Samadi?
Does not look like SpongeBob from where I'm sitting.
Prosecutor Samadi.
Yes, of course. Please proceed. What's with him?
How very unlike you, Prosecutor. Is your mind elsewhere this day?
Not at all, Your Majesty. Are you really going to be able to go through with this, Naita?
Well, Prosecutor Samadi, I would be remiss if I failed to voice a concern of mine. I have heard mention that you are the son of the accused, Dhurke Samadi.
You are very true. Stanford poses some sort of a problem, Your Majesty.
A father being prosecuted by his own son. Could one possibly deliberate such a case without having a personal feelings intervene?
Yes, without question. Really, Nicholas? He is prosecuting somebody. It's his own brother. How can the son criminal be? Oh, hi, Dhurke. Dhurke?
Fellow citizens, you would do well not to underestimate my son. He is not one to allow personal feelings to interfere with the execution of his duty. Isn't that right, Naita?
I will not stop until work here is done.
See? All you doubters just sit back down before you trip over your own stupidity. The accused will not take the stand without first being summoned. In any case, if Prosecutor Samadi has no issue with this arrangement, then let us commence the deliberation.
Objection!
Who's objecting? Is it Garan? Why? Why are you objecting? One moment, if you would.
Your Eminence.
Your Eminence. What brings you here? Oh. Okay. Majesty, I know what you did to your sister. I know everything.
Your Majesty, it would appear that Prosecutor Samani does indeed have some reservations. No, that's not true. Did you truly believe you could deceive me, Naita Samani? One should hold no reservations if one is to stand on these hallowed funerary grounds. I have none. No, it is clear we cannot leave this matter to you. We shall handle the prosecution of enemy of the crown, Dhurke Samadi, personally. But remain by our side and bear witness to how a true prosecutor enforces the law.
Oh yeah, you were the Minister of Justice before this, so technically you are a prosecutor. Excuse me? But is the Queen going to prosecute the case? Is that, kosher?
There is no need for concern. Before we are crowned Queen, we served as a prosecutor.
Really?
As a foreigner, your ignorance can be excused. But know this. The prosecutor in charge of Queen Amara assassination case 23 years ago was none other than Her Eminence, Queen Garan Signature Khura'in.
First, Your Majesty, and now this. Why doesn't anyone ever tell me these things? I'd heard she'd served as the Minister of Justice, but she was also a prosecutor? I'm guessing she probably moved up the ladder from prosecutor to Justice Minister.
We prosecuted the case 23 years ago, but no verdict was ever rendered. We had won guilty verdicts in every case until then, but no lawyer could stand up to us.
Oh, I am at a loss for words. To think I would once more bear witness to Her Eminence and work in the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this one's the bad guy.
Our first trial in 23 years. No court can hold criminals. We shall prosecute them with all our might.
Hello, Your Majesty. Majesty.
I'm sorry, that legit scared me!
The magnificent soul.
Queen's attacker from her prosecutor days. Didn't think we would see it again.
What the? They're talking about someone that looks like a demon. This lady literally turned herself into a spider. That scared the heck out of me. What the? That's Queen Garan? Talk about an extreme makeover. You're telling me? Is that a fan or a paddle? What is this? Okay, first, you having those weird things on your head makes you look like a bug. Second, your hair moving around like that makes you look like a bug. Everything is making you look like a bug, including your sharp freaking fingernails. Why do you have the Infinity Stones? There's a lot going on here, and that was a very sudden change. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that definitely is a paddle. It's got heft to it. Oh. Why do you have a paddle? Are you gonna be like Franziska? Wait.
It's all coming back now. You are my blood pumping through my veins. Woe to you, O enemies of Khura'in, for I shall personally slice, dice, and grind you up into hog feed.
I don't suppose I can ask her to roll back to her polite, pre-makeover personality.
Know this, lawyer.
Yes? Know that I stand as prosecutor.
Why do you have spirals on your... Okay, I know the suit's supposed to reminisce a butterfly, but why is the spiral specifically there? Why?
Know that I stand as prosecutor. Consider your defense's bench a hangman's scaffold. If you wish to leave any last words, I advise you start thinking of them now. Won't you soon have a hand with which to think, that is?
Babe, she's dead serious.
I don't know. Now, it is the time for the divination seance. Rayfa, come forward. Come here, dear daughter, and prove that your mommy's words are true.
Your benevolence. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Your benevolence? I understand it may be difficult for you, but may we proceed with the divination seance?
Yes. Let us proceed.
Forgive me for asking, but are you feeling physically unwell? If so, I would advise you to avoid any undue exertion. Your benevolence?
What's wrong? It's like her mind's anywhere but here. A lot's happened since yesterday. On top of the murder of her beloved father, she found out that he'd been planning a coup. And today, she'll have to experience his death through his own eyes. Yeah, that would be enough to shake anyone up. Still, it seems like she's worse off today than she was yesterday. Yeah, I don't remember her being this depressed. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you would excuse me.
Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that at all. Wait. Khura'in didn't do something to her. Did she?
Your Eminence, about today's divination seance. As I understand it, the prosecution has yet to review its content. Is this divination from protocol a part of your plan?
Deviation, not.
Prosecutor Samadi, would you care to explain your actions?
Your Eminence, the accused was caught at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I deem no seance would be necessary for such a clear-cut case. Don't do that, you evil, wicked queen!
You and your bleeding heart. You seek to spare Rayfa the trauma of witnessing her father's death.
You look like an ant. It doesn't help that your freaking bangs are in the shape of freaking... What are they called? They're not tendrils. What are they called? Fangs? Like ant fangs. Everything about you is making me think of an insect. Even the movement of your hands! Stop that! I don't like it!
Is that why you have done this? Not at all. You were concerned for me, Prosecutor Samadi.
That's oddly compassionate for him, all things considered. No, not antennas. Like, fangs.
Your Eminence, your Majesty, regardless of what is best for her benevolence, this case is blessed with a bounty of incontrovertible evidence. So I believe we could reach a swift verdict without devoting precious time to a seance.
You have a point. Personally, I would like to spare her benevolence any undue misery. Experiencing the murder of a loved one is a burden no one should have to bear.
Prosecutor Samadi, your Majesty, can this trial truly proceed without a divination seance? I can't blame her for not wanting to experience her father's murder firsthand.
Your Eminence, what are your feelings on the matter? Shall we have her benevolence return home for some much-needed rest?
We shall not.
What?
You fools spoil her with your feckless words of compassion.
Did you spank her with that thing?
Listen now, Rayfa. You have spoken time and time again about how grown up you are now. Yes, but... So, let us see if the royal priestess has truly come into her own. Are you prepared to fulfill your duty and perform the divination seance? As you should. Yes. That's better. See? Problem solved. That's mom.
That's literally all I'm thinking about. Just her snatching Rayfa's face and going,
Such a good girl. So obedient. How staring Pablo proved herself to me too.
I mean, I have to imagine she would, considering she's currently using it to threaten.
Poor Rayfa. Is that really a good idea? I guess we'll see. Very well. Let us begin. The divination seance. Nina, my robe. Oh!
Looks like Nina's still missing.
It's been a whole day already. Barbed head.
Yes?
You remove my robe.
What? Why me? Also, a reminder, you should not be asking an adult to be doing that.
Don't keep her benevolence waiting now, Mr. Wright. Can't you see she's ready to begin?
Then why don't you do it? Get off your lead. I haven't seen you out of this chair once.
Great. I've been reduced to royal robe remover. It's like she's grooming Mr. Wright to be Nina's replacement.
I can actually see that.
Very well, your benevolence. Please start when you are ready.
Come, Rayfa. You know what must be done. There is no turning back now. I know. The final memories of the deceased. This should be interesting.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
I forget there's voice acting until it comes up.
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yay, dance time! Or is this gonna be interrupted? Because I know she's really upset since Nina's gone and her father's dead and her mother is apparently very abusive.
I haven't seen this dance in a minute. Yeah, her father died. The only person that truly seemed to care about her is missing, like, completely. And then, her mother is extremely abusive. The makings of a true anime main character. Nothing's different with this divination seance. And whoosh. Are you okay? You look like you're about to die. Rayfa? Rayfa?
Your benevolence!
Rayfa?
What's wrong?
Rayfa? You pushed her too hard! You pushed her too hard, insect woman!
This is unacceptable.
Of course it is.
Bailiff, take her benevolence to the first aid station at once!
This is not good. No, it's not. No, it's not. What happened? What happened?
Your Eminence, you have any idea why her benevolence collapsed so suddenly?
It seems she was not ready for what the deceased was to reveal. It overwhelmed her. Her inexperience and immaturity left her ill-prepared to face her father's death. And she said she could go through with it. How very disappointing.
You have no heart. You were never born with a heart. You do. You literally witness. You're hydrating. Okay. You literally just now witnessed your daughter faint in front of you. After trying to do something very traumatic, very emotional, and you have the nerve to say that she's disappointing? What? You are one. I want to stab you so bad, insect lady. Right between those beady eyes on the top of your head. Frick you. You're a terrible mother. I don't even know what happens behind closed doors. This is just what you've seen. You are terrible. I will stab.
I know someone who's not winning Mother of the Year ever. I mean, of course Rayfa's going to be overwhelmed. She's still just a child.
I mean, 14?
It seems we have no choice but to move on to witness testimony. Your Majesty?
What?
Oh, yes. Let us proceed. Bailiff, summon the first witness if you would.
Who dat? Who? It's Dhurke.
Is this not the accused?
It is indeed. I thought I would give him the opportunity to plead his case.
Definitely not my mother.
For true justice is more than unilateral presentation of the facts by prosecution.
Wild robots. How about that? That seems uncharacteristically fair of her.
However, should the accused fail to precede convincing testimony, he, along with his cabal of traitorous lawyers, shall immediately be found guilty.
Why, you got my high. and their heads will roll from their shoulders.
What? Should know there was a catch. And another hydrate. Fourth one today.
Your court, your rules. Same as it always was, I see it, Garo. Now then, Mr. Dhurke somebody, if you could enlighten us to what happened. Well, I would, if I could.
Okay. Wait, you didn't see Galaron as the bug lady? Dhurke explains himself.
I was struck by a sudden dizziness the moment I entered the tomb. The next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. And lying right in front of me was Inga, dead as the doornail. I have no recollection of what happened in the interior, but I didn't kill him. At least, I don't think I did. It'd go against everything I believe in.
That didn't explain squat.
For the record, let it be known that the accused's fingerprints were all over the murder weapon. And since he was caught in the act, there was no chance for a third party to tamper with it.
Well, that certainly seems to point the finger at you, Mr. Somebody. Even as a lawyer, I have to agree with you there, your majesty.
Seriously, Dhurke? This is no laughing matter.
This is exactly what Garan wanted. To have Dhurke try to plead his case, only to fail miserably.
How long can she go?
Prosecutor, behold this most unpleasant of spectacles, and let it be etched into your soul. Watch as I kill your father. See how instead of accepting the inevitable, those fish-brain lawyers flounder and flop themselves straight into the abyss of despair.
I don't have Monokuma anymore, but...
Despair?
Yes, your eminence. Show me the way. Now then, would the defense please begin their cross-examination?
Yeah, I didn't make a new one for Monokuma. You look like a man with just your eyes and your eyebrows.
Struck by some dizziness.
Hold it!
You were struck by some dizziness? Was it because of his illness? Is that something that has never ever happened to you before?
Can't say that it has. Maybe age is catching up with me. I'm no spring chicken after all.
That's not the issue here.
Most cunning excuse. One befitting an insidious insurgent.
Oh?
A killer who does not recall his crime. How very convenient. Next, I imagine we'll plead insanity. You aim to seek a lesser sentence through excuses and subterfuge. Do you not?
Objection!
Don't make me laugh, your benevolence.
How dare you?
I'm merely stating my innocence. I have no intention of offering excuses. It's your baseless speculation I would decry as foolish. You're a deceitful witch.
I mean, she looks very witchy.
It is your wish that I should clean your head right now. In this very hall.
Well, that would certainly speed things along.
Hold it!
Dhurke, why don't you let me handle it from here? And if there's anything you need to say, you can say it through me, okay? Anything to stop you from needling the queen.
Next time you have an injection, you better have some proof to go with it, Dhurke.
The accused will continue with what he does recall of the crime.
He recalls nothing.
Hold it!
Do you recall anyone putting the knife in your hand, Dhurke?
Wish I could say I did. I don't remember a thing from before I came to. You think there might have been a third party in the tomb, son?
Yeah, because if you didn't do it, the real killer must have been there.
Objection!
You called, Your Eminence! Does she go anywhere without those goons?
Was there a third party in the tomb when you were securing it?
No, Your Eminence! We searched high and low, but found no one of the sort!
And there you have it.
Alright. They did search the place.
Furthermore, my guards have the entire tomb surrounded, so there was no way for anyone to escape.
That's right. No one got in or out without our knowledge. Your Eminence on-site directives were absolutely flawless!
Urdi Hara Karan!
I forgot you did that!
Do you see now? The presence of a third party is beyond the realm of possibility. The tomb was, for all intents and purposes, completely sealed off from the rest of the world.
What are we doing? Yes, Dhurke must be the killer! Thanks for nothing, gallery guy. As if our graves weren't already deep enough.
Accused, what do you believe about the possible presence of a third party?
Well, based on the situation you presented, I'd say the chances are slim to none.
You didn't have to agree with her, Dhurke.
Let the accused's statement be added to his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Somebody, if you would.
It's like the more we press, the thinner our case gets. Well, let's keep pressing and maybe we'll work out the wrinkles in it too.
The possibility of a third party being there in the tomb is probably non-existent.
Hold it!
We can't prove you innocent without at least the possibility that a third party was there.
Find the possible in the impossible, son. That's just what lawyers got to do sometimes. Isn't that right? Right.
Who, me? Yeah, you could say that. I've seen more than my fair share of trials like that. I'd start with no valuable evidence, useful testimony, or any hope of winning. But through cold sweat, desperation, and a little luck, I always managed to pull them off.
Right. I can see we are kindred spirits, you and I.
Jeez, taking cases like that must shave years off your life. If that were true, I'd be long dead. This isn't what find the possible and the impossible. Can I prove that was at least possible that there was a third party there? Dhurke, what did you see at the scene of the crime?
Let's see. It came to. And lying right in front of me was Inga, dead as a doornail.
Hold it!
You say that he was as dead as a doornail. How can you be so sure?
It's pretty easy to spot the difference between a soulless man and the soulless shell of a man. His complexion and the amount of blood on the sea made it obvious which it was.
Watch your words, or you shall join the Minister Inga such sooner than expected. You can bow your head before him and seek his forgiveness there in the Twilight Realm. If you still have a head to bow, that is.
Hi, Grizz.
You bloodthirsty spider.
Yeah, he also agrees with me. She looks like a spider.
What happened to you? There's still no love in your heart 23 years ago. You even used to think of me as a brother.
It seems you truly do have a death wish.
Is that really all you've got?
Dhurke, I'm begging you. Enough of the lip. Just deliver your testimony. Please.
Alright. I'll try, but I can't promise anything. I have no recollection of what happened in the interior.
Hold it!
A day's passed since the murder. Haven't you remembered anything in that time?
My memory is a complete blank. It's as if that part of my brain has been scooped right out.
How very convenient. But even if you've no memory of the event, your guilt is without question. There is nothing more to debate.
You're forgetting one thing, Gara. I have no motives.
You led a band of insurgents that seeks to overthrow the government. I would say that alone is motive enough to slay our kingdom's Minister of Justice.
Objection!
I've declared countless times that I led a bloodless revolution. I forbid violence and murder, even if some younger members may have a thirst for blood.
A bloodless revolution? You wouldn't really have a motive in that case. Is that an important statement? Yes, it is! That was an important statement. I'd like my client to add it to his testimony.
Very well then. The accused will please do as the defense has requested. I don't have a motive for killing Inga. After all, me and my ilk seek a bloodless revolution.
Hold it!
A bloodless revolution? Could you be more specific?
I'm talking about dragging this pompous prosecutor here off her bloody throne. So go ahead, Gal. Act all high and mighty now, because it's the last chance you'll get.
You still speak of rebellion despite the charges against you. You truly are a fool. I will prove your guilt soon enough, and display your head for all of Khura'in to see. People will forever speak of you, not as a revolutionary, but as the terrorist you are.
You're mistaken, your maleficence. Maleficence? It will be you the people will speak of, as the tyrant who was overthrown by her own people.
I wonder if you will still be spewing such nonsense before the headman's axe.
I'm afraid I'll still be like this in the afterlife, despot.
I know that self-restraint is as foreign as apple pie to Dhurke, but I'd really rather go home than to the Twilight Realm after this. I don't wanna die!
But I didn't kill him. At least, I don't think I did. It go against everything I've—
Hold it!
Can you state that you didn't kill him more definitively?
How can I? When I have no memory of what happened.
Well, can you at least state whether or not you are a murderer?
That I can do. I am not a murderer, and I would never kill anyone, no matter the circumstance.
Objection!
And do you have any evidence to support your claim that you did not kill the minister?
Evidence? No. Can't say I do.
In that case, you will strike the statement I didn't kill him from your testimony.
Wait, you can't just discard testimony like that. I mean, I'm the one cross-examining the defendant and all.
Hold your prattling tongue, foreign devil. I am the queen of this kingdom, and the queen is the law. As such, I need not follow the laws that are in place. I can make and break them at will.
Henceforth, the accused will refrain from stating I didn't kill him.
What?
Sure, whatever. It's the Galron show, after all. Same as always.
Of course, it's the same. But
Though, I guess there's no evidence that proves I didn't kill him either.
Hold it!
Dhurke, leave the evidence finding to me. Now, please, will you stop agreeing with everything the prosecution says?
Alright, I'll stick to the facts from now on. But remember, son, if you truly believe in me, you should be able to prove my innocence. I know you can do it.
He believes I'll prove him innocent, even with all these inconvenient truths? Is that what he's saying? I think Dhurke might be onto something. Even the most disadvantaged facts may point the way to the truth. So don't ignore them. Think of them as food for thought.
Don't worry. I know.
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
I need to remember that, no matter how difficult the facts may be to deal with.
If only we could establish the possibility of a third party.
But does the possibility itself even exist?
We don't have a choice. Proving it exists is the only way to start a real dialogue here.
Okay. Shucks and dizziness. Third party, practically non-existent. But unidentified bloodstain. It does not belong to the victim.
Objection!
Your Eminence, I'm afraid this trial will not go exactly as you anticipated. Because I can show how there might have been a third party in that tomb.
Oh, how very fascinating. Go on. I do so love a good fairy tale.
You look like the evil stepmother from all the fairy tales. The evil queen, the evil step. You're like every evil character from every fairy tale ever put into one person. You're making me think of all of them at once. We did a luminal test of the crime scene, and we found a bloodstain that didn't match the Justice Minister's blood. I will remind you that neither Dhurke nor Miss Faye were injured during the incident. The thing is, the bloodstain we found had been wiped up by someone.
What's this? But who would have done such a thing?
That's the big question. Oh, of course, you're hydrating me, isn't it? Who wiped up the blood and why? Thinking about it logically, it must be someone who wanted to conceal the presence at the scene of the crime.
Oh, and to whom do you suppose the bloodstain might belong?
The bloodstain belongs to Amara, the real killer. Yes, Amara. It could have been Amara. The bloodstain belongs to the real killer, of course. Whoever it was, they were probably shot while they were attacking Minister Inga. Oh right, you do have a gun. And since their blood would give them away, they had to wipe it up. I say this because we know for a fact that the Justice Minister fired his gun and—
Objection!
You had the men when you could flee. There was nowhere for anyone to hide. This, too, is a known fact.
Objection!
But a bloodstain from a third party means there must have been someone hiding there.
Very well, then. Tell me this. Where was this third party hiding?
In the coffin. Oh,
The crime scene was thoroughly searched after it was discovered. So if there was a hiding place, it would have to be somewhere no one would dare look. Someone no one would dare look.
Let's have your answer, defense. Now, where could the third party have hidden?
in the sarcophagus.
Take that!
There's one place no one would search. Not even the Queen's royal guard. Or the Queen herself. And that would be... inside Queen Amara's sarcophagus. Even now, it's locked up tight. No one would find you if you hid in there. I'm told that it's temperature controlled to preserve the mummy within. But if someone dressed warmly enough, they could withstand the cold for a short time.
This is sacrilege! Surely the perpetrator of such a foul deed would be cursed!
But that's just it. The killer knew everyone would be too scared to open the sarcophagus. True. Guards were so scared of being cursed they wouldn't even touch it. When the coast was clear, the killer made a quick escape from within their frigid confines.
Well now, that does sound like a plausible method of evading capture.
The defense requests a DNA test on the bloodstain. And then we'll see just who the real killer is.
Such insolence!
Such insolence? Really? That's your objection? Bow your head and kneel, lawyer. Soon your head may be parted from your shoulders. Is that actually an axe? Huh? But the trial's not even over. Whoa! She's an airbender! How soon you forget. You are already on the headman's scaffold. As such, I could order your beheading at any moment.
All I did was request a DNA test.
There is no need to request such a test. Royal Guard, bring it forth now.
Here you are! Your Eminence!
The police have already identified the source of the bloodstain. The DNA test revealed that the blood is of the traitor, Dhurke Samani.
What? But Dhurke wasn't injured. So where did his blood come from?
Maybe he coughed it up. Dhurke's illness.
Still, it's a lot of blood. Did he have really coughed up that much? And did he wipe it up to hide his failing health? Dhurke, is it really that bad?
Oh shoot, you got me.
Mysterious bloodstain update on the court's record. Pay attention, Lord Devil, for this case has already been solved. You claim that this bloodstain will lead us to the real killer, did you not?
About that.
Did you or did you not make a claim of your own volition, defense?
Yes, I did.
After she steered you in that direction, that is.
I fell right into her trap. Sticky spiderweb.
You see now, the folly and the pose and very embodiment of the law. Whatever you say or do shall come to no avail. A third party at the scene of the crime. It's beyond the realm of possibility. No!
Praise be for Queen Galron! Her Eminence's legal tactics are beyond compare!
I hate to say this, but she really goes good. The key of Amara's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for some naive knave to open it.
Can I really discount the sarcophagus as a hiding place, though? No. Why are the real killers still in there? No. That's just ridiculous. I think that's where Amara is being kept.
I believe we have rebels and sympathizers in the gallery today. It is to you I speak. Have you been listening? Dhurke Samani, the one who proclaimed a bloodless revolt, has betrayed your cause by resorting to murder.
No, she can't be. Dhurke would never. There must be some mistake. The Defiant Dragons and their sympathizers are starting to have doubts. So this is why Darwin allowed us to cross-examine Dhurke. Establishing his guilt in Inga's murder, she's effectively damaged his reputation among those who support him. True, but now we have an even bigger problem.
And now, filtered lawyers, will honor your end of the bargain. Accept your guilty verdict for your failure to explain your client's actions.
I thought she threw the book at me for a sec. Oh!
Now, I shall pass judgment upon the criminal Dhurke Samani.
What's this? You shall pass judgment? But, Your Eminence, is that not my role?
Hold your tongue. You are but a figurehead before me. The embodiment of the law. Consider yourself dismissed. As for the hearing, I shall now pass judgment upon the accused.
What? What? Ha! What? My dad?
Objection!
Yes, please object! I have no clue what's going on! Wait! You didn't even give me a chance to rebut!
Now, when you are defeated, know when you are defeated, lawyer. But first things last, I'm willing to show you the depths of my compassion. Tell me why I should allow these proceedings to continue. Come, convince me.
Quick, Apollo. Even if you had to bluff, you gotta keep this trial going. Show her that the crime could have been committed by a third party. How am I supposed to do that? I don't know what's happening. She's claimed complete and utter power over the court, and I have nothing to do, and I can't do anything about it. She is all powerful, and I am literally just being bent to her whims. Why don't you start with, how about the time of Inga's murder? What? This whole case is built on a single premise. That Inga was murdered after Dhurke entered the tomb. But what if that's not true? Like, if our assumptions are all wrong? It just might work. Well, don't keep us waiting, defense. Dhurke became the prime suspect because it didn't seem probable that there was a third party at the scene of the crime. But there is another question we should ask ourselves at this time. Was Mr. Inga really killed after Dhurke entered the tomb?
What nonsense is this?
Setting aside the assumption that the murder occurred after Dhurke arrived on the scene, opens up the possibility of a third party committing the crime. The question before us is, when was Mr. Inga really killed? After the body was found, after Dhurke, and before Dhurke entered the tomb. Before. Isn't it possible that before Dhurke even set foot in the tomb, Mr. Inga was already dead?
That would certainly make the possibility of a third party more probable. Why, of course! I fell unconscious right after I entered the tomb. Even if I hadn't, I wouldn't have had a clear line of sight to his body from the entrance. Which means...
You wouldn't have noticed his body either way. Mia killed! Again, this scenario is entirely possible. And so we can't rule out the possibility of a third person committing the crime.
I see. Well, that certainly does make sense.
So far, so good. This might actually work.
Very well. I shall play along with whatever little game you have knocking around in that tiny mind. I was starting to get quite bored of all this. I could do with a distraction.
Yes!
Let us hear some testimony that will shed light on when exactly the minister was slain.
Stop slamming the book!
Bailiff, summon Rayfa. Surely she has recovered by now.
You have no heart, woman!
But what about me? Don't I serve a purpose anymore? I hope you are feeling better, Your Benevolence.
Must I perform the divination seance?
What? Oh, no. You merely require your testimony this time.
How can my testimony be of any value?
Your Benevolence?
Princess Rayfa seems awfully depressed. After what she's been through, summoning her again is like rubbing salt in the wound. Being unable to perform the seance was probably the last straw. I hope she doesn't pass out again.
Prosecutor Samadhi, may I ask you something?
Of course, Your Benevolence.
I've been meaning to ask you this since yesterday. Did you know about Queen Amara? And about me?
From where did you hear such a thing?
She's your sister? She your sister? Sister? Rayfa's your sister? Rayfa's sister.
Okay, and I can't tell you... I'm telling you, this has to be Amara. Nana has to be Amara. But, that explains why her eyes look so weird. They look closer to his than they do the Queen's.
Huh. From where did you hear such a thing?
From Mother. And only yesterday. Rayfa was carrying on about telling the truth to the people. So I told her. I told her what the truth really was. Where it's up to a mother to discipline her child.
Frick you! Fricka you!
See. Be that as it may, Your Benevolence has no bearing upon our trial here today. So there is no need to make it trouble you.
I know.
Oh. Yeah, I have a hard time being in between, huh? Sorry. Garan told Rayfa about something other than Amara's status. Sounds like it. But what could it be?
Rayfa, the defense has proposed something preposterous. They somehow think your father was already dead when Dhurke entered the tomb. But I believe you can prove them wrong. Are you prepared to do what is required of you?
Yes. I am ready to testify.
Very well then, Your Benevolence. Your testimony, if you please.
I think it might have something to do with the fact that I'm trying to have, like, an even, quieter tone with the Queen, and then everyone else is louder, maybe. When what Rayfa witnessed.
On the day of the murder, I was gazing upon the courtyard from my second floor veranda. Around 2:30 p.m., I saw my father heading for Amara's tomb. Then, at about 2:45, I saw Barbed Head and company enter the courtyard. I saw no one go in or out of the tomb after my father entered at about 2:30.
When did you say Nana left? Your second floor veranda. When did you say Nana left? Alibi statement. Albie's. That's Albie. When did you say Nana left? I remember you telling me that Nana disappeared at one point, but I don't remember what time. Inga's autopsy. What was the time she left? It's Mara's assassination file, that's not right. Around 2 p.m., Shadow stole her hat. So it means it can't have been too far. Your second floor veranda. Oh, she must be talking about that house facing Inga's private residence. So that's the location from which you saw your father? And about 2:30?
Yes. And shortly after that, you people arrived at the royal residence.
You people.
So after the minister entered Amara's tomb at around 2:30, no one went in or out of there until the murder was discovered.
The tomb is closed to outsiders, so no one could have snuck in before the murder. It rules out any possibility of a third party lying in wait to slay my poor husband.
Or so she'd like us to believe.
Now hear me, you useless lawyer. Cease this charade and bow before me.
I refuse!
For I, Inga, shall finally have your head.
Forgive me, Your Eminence, but first, let us allow the defense to question the witness.
Yeah, the Queen really wants my head. What Rayfa witnessed.
The murder was in the courtyard.
Hold it!
You say you've been watching the courtyard until we arrived, correct? That seems like an awfully long time.
There is much that weighs on my mind.
I see. She really does sound troubled. I don't think she ever fully recovered from the previous trial.
Your Benevolence! As Crown Princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means that there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein.
Please tell me we're not taking wise words from Maya! Please? This chick would eat out of a dumpster! I would... No!
I wonder if I'm even up to that task.
This chick has literally been kidnapped like 5 times. And framed for murder around 5 times. And also nearly got herself and everyone around her killed multiple times. You should not take any word she said seriously. I guess it's not easy being a princess. Especially when living by the words of an idiot.
Your benevolence? I'd be happy to lend an ear if you'd ever like to talk. What would you know of my woes? Do not presume to exceed your station in life.
Sheesh, teenagers.
Your benevolence. What did you witness from your veranda?
Well...
No!
So your
Hold it!
Two. Did your father seem different or troubled in any way? Let me think. Oh! There was one unusual thing.
There was?
Yes. A shriek emanating from within my father's quarters. After which I witnessed him bolt outside his contents drained of its usual color.
He screamed and he was looking pale? What do you suppose happened?
I know not. Perhaps he had a bad dream.
Maybe it was a nightmare about being raked over the coals by the queen.
It seems our young lawyer here wishes to hasten his journey to the Twilight Realm.
Sorry! That was rude of me.
Does the defense believe the witness's last statement to be important?
I believe it is. I'd like the witness to add it to her testimony.
My father let out a scream and came dashing out of his room, his face pale.
Hold it!
And why do you think he screamed? Was he surprised by someone who didn't belong there? Did anyone else come out?
I didn't see anyone else. Just my father.
That last statement was seriously lacking in conviction. Should I press her on this? Press softly. Your benevolence.
Yes?
This incident was a real shock to us all. It must have been really terrible for you. But I want to let you know. I know how you feel.
Please, stop. You presume too much.
It's times like these where you need something to take your mind off things. How about we all go on a picnic together or something? What? That's too soft!
I need no sympathy from you. Go on your little picnic alone, hornhead.
Well, that didn't go well. Apollo, you have to take a more aggressive approach with people like her. Yeah, she's probably right. He's probably right.
Now, back to my testimony.
Talk to you harshly, even though I didn't want to, because I was concerned due to the fact that your father just died. Your benevolence. Let's have some details. The more, the better.
Details, you say?
Yes. For example, are you sure you didn't see anyone in the royal residence before 2:30? Well, is that a yes or a no? Foreign devil! I've been gazing upon the courtyard since about 2 yesterday. Yet I saw none other than my father.
If only I had stopped him then.
I think he struck a nerve, or rather, obliterated one. Hey, you were the one that told me to go rough! Maybe I pressed a little too hard. There was no in between. Still, her last statement seemed a little off somehow. So you didn't see anyone except your father in the courtyard after 2 p.m., huh? Please, add that to your testimony, your benevolence.
I had been gazing upon the courtyard since about 2, but father was the only one I saw.
Hold it!
Is the royal residence always so empty?
Naturally. It is where the royal family lives, and we are few in number. Besides, Nina and the little birds who visit, I have no one else to talk to.
Is there anything more stereotypically princessy than talking to birds? So, Nina wasn't around at all yesterday?
It seems she was quite busy. I was all alone the entire day. It's been like that a lot lately.
Rayfa doesn't go to school, so she probably doesn't have any close friends. She must lead a rather solitary life. I guess being a princess isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Rayfa, I shall buy you a new servant.
Buy? 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 What do you mean? What do you mean by buy? What?
I don't want you to buy me a servant like some sort of pet. I want Nina!
I'm beginning to see why Rayfa turned out like she did. Your benevolence. Please tell us about what happened after you saw your father.
Well, it was around 2:30 when I saw him heading for the tomb. Then, at about 2:45, I saw Barbed Head and company enter the courtyard.
Hold it!
2:45. Yes. I believe that's around when we arrived. Mr. Wright, Athena, Dhurke, and I were running toward the tomb.
Yes. I was taken aback, as we don't normally see commoners in the palace courtyard. Even more shocking was that Dhurke, a wanted man, was with you.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I thought the villainous leader of the Defiant Dragons was here with his minions. Because it was, you know, time for a revolution.
I think you've been watching too much of that TV show.
I have already banned its broadcast for containing content unsuitable for our kingdom. Besides, the actress playing Rayfa looked nothing like her. I can't have my subjects feeling so disappointed when they see the real Rayfa.
Ah! Terrible mother!
Mother, why are you so cruel to me? Are you so ashamed? Once I'm all grown up, I shall be just as full-figured as that actress.
She's placing all her hopes on one foul growth spurt. For her sake, I hope it's in her DNA.
I suppose you could always hope for a miracle. I'll show you! I shall double my milk intake and grow up big and strong!
There, your benevolence. I think you are fine just the way you are.
Going from an old man to a minor, that is very creepy. Shut up!
Now, may I ask what you continue with your testimony?
I wish I could grow faster. I saw no one go in or out of the tomb after my father entered at about 2:30.
Hold it!
Is it possible you missed seeing someone pass through?
No. My veranda has a commanding view of the entire grounds. I saw no one else.
But that doesn't seem right somehow.
Do not underestimate my daughter.
You keep underestimating her and calling her a disappointment! That's like the second time already! Third!
She may be lacking elsewhere, but her eyes are the finest.
Fourth! You have no pride in your daughter, do you? Probably because this isn't even your daughter, huh? You have no children. That explains your entire cold demeanor about the fact that your daughter is currently going through something, and you don't care!
Lacking elsewhere?
All you care about is insulting her for some reason. Why? Talk about a mother I never wish on my worst enemy.
She needs Nana now more than ever. Rayfa didn't see anybody in the royal residence after 2 p.m.
That's a really long time to just look at a courtyard.
She's probably lost in thought. She's at the age where I'm sure she's got a lot on her mind.
Especially considering that her mother hates her for some reason. Albie.
Objection!
Albie! Your benevolence. You're covering for someone, aren't you?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, Rayfa, but you're not gonna like this. Well, the thing is, I have a statement here that you might find interesting. It's from a witness who claims that, around 2 p.m., his dog got loose and ran into the palace courtyard. That's when the little fellow stole this hat from someone.
That's Nana's! I mean, nothing! Never mind! You fool of a daughter. It seems the princess made a blunder.
So let me get this straight. This is Nana's hat, which means she had to have been in the royal residence at around 2? If so, then you had to have seen Nana sometime after 2 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, no!
Please, your benevolence. Tell us what you really saw.
Is that as you say, Hornhead? I saw Nana. And I saw that dingbat dog steal her hat from her and from my father's residence.
I knew it. Why didn't you say so in the first place?
But because, my mother told me not to.
What? Would you care to explain, Your Eminence?
I request that you withhold said information, for it is of no relevance to the—
Objection!
You don't get to decide.
If you disagree, then prove it that is relevant to the case at hand.
Oh, I will. Your benevolence, please tell us everything you witnessed when you saw Nana.
Alright. When I saw that dingbat dog attack Nana, I ran to help. I raced from my second floor veranda down into the courtyard.
Wait. That means that while you were coming down, you took your eyes off the courtyard.
Yes. But only for a moment.
This is crucial testimony. If you took your eyes off the courtyard, it means somebody else could have entered the tomb without you ever knowing. Your benevolence. Are you sure no one else was there?
Yes.
She's hiding something again. What about Nana? Were you able to help her?
When I got down to the courtyard, Nana was—
she was gone. Gone?
Yes.
And I never saw her after that. Any idea what happened?
That dingbat dog must have gobbled her up.
Rayfa? hate to break it to you, but the dingback dog is a puppy that could barely eat her face in the matter of seconds that it took you to get down from your villa. I seriously doubt that. But how could Nina simply disappear while Rayfa wasn't looking? Rayfa must know something. The only question is, what? My shadow was in the courtyard where Nina disappeared to. Where Nina? Do you have any idea where Nina disappeared to?
What do you mean?
Well, during the time you took your eyes off the courtyard, someone could have headed into the tomb. And it just so happens that Nina disappeared right at that moment. No. Wait, you think Nina had something to do with the murder? I don't think we can rule it out. It sounds like something had kept Nina occupied since the early morning. Plus, she was seen right before the murder, and seemed to vanish in the thin air. You're right. And since she's Rayfa's attendant, she couldn't come and go as she pleased with it in the palace grounds. Could Rayfa's attendant really be the killer? But that would mean first my father, now Nina. These were the people I trusted most. How could this be?
Objection!
Do not heed their lies. Lawyers are foul-bred, quick to claim that a third party is to blame for a crime. Nina did not enter the tomb. That much is certain. How do you know that? How can you be so sure? When Nina's hat was stolen, that crazed cur spilled an urn full of water upon my husband's doorstep. Is that not right, Rayfa? Yes! Yes, it is! While that dingbat dog was tugging on Nina's hat, I tipped over the urn. The bottoms of her shoes would have been soaked with water. And if she had truly headed into the tomb with wet shoes, she would have left shoe prints along the way. But the only shoe prints to be found belonged to my husband, Inga. Huh? Then... That's right. Nina never did go into the tomb that day. Instead, she entered my husband's private quarters. How do you know? It's quite simple. Shoe prints were discovered in Inga's private quarters. Shoe prints that belonged to Nina. That's right. Edgeworth and I... That's right. Edgeworth and I did see some shoe prints in there. Now do you understand? Nina could not possibly have gone into the tomb, and that supposed third person at the crime scene was but a figment of your imagination. Another glorious deduction! All hail the genius that is her eminence, Queen Garon! Bow down before her glory, witless lawyer! Why do you keep dragging out vowels?
Urdi Hara Garon!
You can't threaten me with those swords. If you do, then there's like 1,000 people that'll come rushing upon you. Could these guys fanboy any harder? Oh, yes, they can. They very much can. I know they can. They can be bouncing up and down. But, is it really true? Did Nina not go into the tomb? Excuse me, but... Mr. Wright? Your benevolence. What time was it when that dog attacked Nina? I
I believe it was about 2:15 p.m. I believe it was about 2:15 p.m. I see. Apollo, if Nina entered Inga's private quarters at around 2:15, and Inga came racing out at around 2:30, pale-faced and screaming, then...
I know what you're getting at.
Yes, that might explain his scream.
Will the defense please share their theory regarding Justice Minister Inga's scream?
Certainly, Your Majesty. Mr. Inga screamed because he had a bad dream. Yeah, he was attacked. He saw a ghost. It was a ghost. Maybe he saw a ghost. Maybe even a bunch of ghosts. Oh, frick. That was the wrong thing. Like, from all the peoples he sentenced to death. Okay, I was thinking Nana was freaking Amara. That's why I said ghost. I was wrong. Ghost? Really? Also, Scoob? Sure. They'll be back tonight. The spirits of the dead, unable to rest in peace. Eek! If you're not careful, Your Benevolence, they might curse you too.
That's enough!
Stop! Please! I'll never be able to sleep again! You seem awfully frightened for a princess who communes with spirits. Apollo, don't you think you teased her enough? Come on, let's think this one over again. You're right. Mr. Inga screamed because he saw a ghost! I'm so convinced he did! He was attacked by Nana. Maybe he was attacked by Nana. This would make the Justice Minister's private quarters the real scene of the crime.
Objection!
Does your idiocy know no bounds? The Minister's body was found in the tomb. Or are you suggesting that the body was moved?
Do I think the Minister was moved from his private quarters? I think the possibility exists. Considering the fact that the body was found in the tomb, I'd say there was a possibility.
What utter nonsense. Rayfa had been watching the courtyard. Yet you would suggest that someone could have transported the body unnoticed.
You have a point there. In that case, I'd say there's no way the body was moved. After all, there was an awful lot of blood in the tomb. I understand the scream was in reaction to Nina's attack. Inga died in the tomb. We need to explain how those two realities could coincide. How are we supposed to do that? Train of thought? Again? Oh, maybe... Oh, no train of thought. Dang it. Maybe where he was stabbed and where he died were two completely different locations. What do you mean? It's just... Let's look at this as simply as possible. If the Minister's body wasn't moved, he might have been stabbed by Nana in his private quarters. But then died in the tomb.
I see. On one hand, that seems plausible, but on the other, seems decidedly implausible.
Prosecutor Samani, what is that fool blabbing?
I can't say that for some reason.
Babbling on about now? Is this a riddle from one of those fortune cookies Americans seem so fond of?
Hey, screw you! They actually taste really good, even though the fortunes have something to be desired. Literally saying, oh! You're kind-hearted! Good job. That's literally what most fortune cookies are saying nowadays. They don't really have any actual fortunes in them.
Perhaps. But I believe he himself does not know what he needs to say.
Well, screw you! You don't seem to like fortune cookies.
In all likelihood, It was a poor attempt to confuse us. We should simply ignore him.
Objection!
I wasn't finished yet, so hold off on the analysis, would ya? The autopsy report never stated that the minister's death was instantaneous. So, he could have conceivably moved from one place to another after being stabbed.
Oh my! Are you suggesting he ran all the way to the tomb with a knife sticking out of his back?
Yes, that's what I'm suggesting. Now, can we please stop cutting to you because your deep voice is messing with me? Well, yes, that's the gist of it. In short, Mr. Inga saw Nena with a knife, let out a scream, and when he turned his back to her to flee. Right, and that's when he was stabbed from behind. Well, Your Majesty, does my theory hold water? Also, it would be answered if we saw the divination seance.
Such insolence!
How dare you bore me like this? Huh? Are you a humorless moron, spewing an endless stream of unamusing drivel? I wasn't trying to be funny, Your Eminence. Prosecutor, enlighten this ignorant clown in lawyer's clothing. Your Eminence. Ha! Huh? Hey! 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 Nagita! No! Don't you do it! Don't you do it! Nagita, don't you do it! Dull, slow-witted, putrid-minded lawyer. Perhaps you would be too stupid to notice you have been stabbed in the back. But the normal person would have noticed due to the excruciating pain. Now hold on! Don't do your weird psychic thingy! Don't you do it! No! Stop it! Allow me to teach you the meaning of pain. I'm gonna teach you the meaning of pain if you don't stop this right now! This is not funny! Take this off! Please stop! I can hear my brain squeezing like a balloon! Nita has a point. Only most people notice a dagger in their back. Why do you not care about my skull being crushed by his beads? Ow! Yeah. I doubt someone would ignore pain like this. Still, in this case, it's a word normally that we should emphasize. Apollo, take another look at the court record. I know, the pain medication for his back. I'm not dumb. Right now. Right. There must be something that explains this. Pain medication for his back! There's a reason Inga didn't feel any pain. And the defense will submit evidence proving just that.
Very well. Please present your evidence. Why didn't Justice Minister Inga notice that he had been stabbed?
Oh, by the way, I am standing up. Because for some reason sitting down is making me feel nauseous. No clue why. My mic allows me to stand, but my headphones do not, so my head's kind of tilted. That's not important to anything, I just thought I would voice that, especially since I can't lift my head higher than what it is right now. Alright. Painkiller.
Take that!
Those are my father's painkiller shots.
The defense will explain the significance of this evidence.
Mr. Inga suffered from terrible back pain, so he often injected himself with these. We're told that one shot in the back would make all his pain go away. With this, it's easy to explain what happened. Don't tell me you didn't know about these, Your Eminence. You can't mean... Mr. Inga was stabbed in his back, close to where he usually injected the painkiller.
Therefore, it's entirely possible that he hadn't noticed that he had been stabbed. What's this? Then... Are you suggesting Justice Minister Inga really ran off with a knife protruding from his back? I mean, crazier stuff has happened. I am, Your Majesty.
So then, you saw my father. He had a knife sticking out of him? I mean, with that cape of his. I couldn't see his back very well.
Yes, the knife was there. Just plunged in so deep you didn't notice it under the cape. Therefore, when you saw your father, he was already dead. Murdered by Nana in his private quarters.
Palaka!
Holy Mother of Khura'in! Are we dealing with the living dead here?
Well, technically he wasn't dead yet. I know it's hard to believe, but this is a plausible sequence of events. And once Mr. Inga arrived at the tomb, he could have removed the knife and dropped dead from blood loss.
Nina killed my father? There must be some mistake.
The defense would like to call Nana to the stand.
Objection!
Why? Frick you. Why, Spider Lady?
You seek to drag an innocent old woman to the stand with no proof whatsoever.
Well, there's no real proof, but...
What a tangled web of expectant lies we weave. I can no longer tell fact from fiction. Who or what shall I believe in now?
I'm sorry, Rayfa. All I've done is confuse you. But I have a sneaking suspicion Nana's involved in this case, no one way or another. Just when I thought we'd blown this case wide open. Well, there's no turning back now.
You fool of a lawyer. I know why you are so desperate to prove the accused innocent.
You do?
Yes, because he faces public execution if proven guilty. As shall you, under the stipulations of the Defense Culpability Act.
Even if you took away that act, I'd still be doing this.
From the moment you accepted this case, you have had no choice but to fight for your lives.
Because of you, Spider Lady! No. The simple fact is, I've always believed that Dhurke is innocent.
Still, you cling to your pretense. Very well. I shall offer you a bargain. Again. I shall bargain with your lives like they're nothing, because they clearly aren't nothing to me. Just little flies in my web.
Can you stop with the paddle?
If you admit that the accused is guilty, right here, right now, I shall overlook your crime of abetting him, and you will not be subject to execution.
Is that some sort of joke?
Far from it. As queen, I have the power to grant pardons, even to criminals like you. And with the wave of my hand, I can even reduce the severity of a sentence. Perhaps even for Dhurke, should he be willing to cooperate.
She wasn't kidding when she said she's the law here. But to flaunt that power in our faces like that? That's just wrong.
Forget all this transpired in our kingdom, and forget all that has transpired in our kingdom. Return to your own country in peace. Well, will you abandon your defense of the accused and accept my generous offer? If I don't take this deal, I'll be executed along with Dhurke if he's found guilty. What should I do?
I'm curious. I am so curious right now. Give me. I gotta try. I just have to try. I want to see what happens. I don't want to do this, but I really want to see what happens if I abandon. I'll come back. I'll continue my defense and everything. It's just what happens.
We'll be executed if we lose this trial. Poor Trilogy will lose her father. I feel bad for Athena too. And besides, life is precious. It's not something you should gamble with.
Testing! I'm just testing. I'm curious.
Still.
Is this a fake choice? I know in the other games they did give you a choice to, like, pick the bad ending.
I made a promise. And there's one more person I can't abandon in this time of need. Which leaves me with only one choice. To leave. Nice try, Garen. But it looks like you don't know what justice is made of.
Ah! It was a fake choice again! Dang it! Every time! I was honestly hoping that it was an actual, like, ending deviation for at least a second. But no, of course it's a fake choice to test my character. Frick you. I was just wanting to see something, and you proved me completely wrong because I was really hoping for an ending. We won't kowtow. We won't kowtow to threats like that, Your Eminence.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I can't back down now. I don't want to drag you into this, so don't worry. I'm with you, Apollo. To the bitter end, if need be. And while I can't say I'm used to that, this isn't exactly my first rodeo.
But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me?
I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. So keep on fighting, Apollo. You'll hear no objections from me. You nincompoops! You'll die if you lose this case! Why would you even entertain the notion of continuing? I believe that Dhurke is innocent. That's why. And besides, trials exist to give the truth a chance to get out into the open. You can't give up just because you're afraid of some punishment. Even if it's with a giant paddle. Even if that punishment is death? Does that not frighten you, Hornhead? Who wouldn't be scared? I mean, just thinking about it. Ugh. It makes me weak in the knees, to be honest. But, as a lawyer, I have a duty to protect my client. I can't just abandon that. Even though I tried. It was another fake out! A duty you're willing to die for? And yet I... Duty. That's a heavy burden, alright. Rayfa looks like she's really struggling. Stop bringing up Mega! Your benevolence.
As Crown Princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you alone must determine.
This is like the third time we brought up Maya. She's not part of this.
Things like how to keep your people happy. What is true and what is false.
She's not even in the country right now. She is not involved with this rebellion whatsoever. She got booted out. Actually, she is here. Frick you, don't you dare come to the stand.
And most importantly, what role you must play therein. I wonder if I'm even up to the task. But it's no surprise, considering the torrent of painful truth she's had to face.
Very well then. If the defense is prepared to face the death sentence under the Defense Culpability Act, then I see no reason not to continue with the proceedings. But I must admit, I see no grounds for doubting the accused's guilt.
Unless the defense has further evidence that would indicate a different suspect. A different suspect? Do we have anything like that? Well, lawyer, do you have any new evidence you would care to present? Or shall I have the executioner start his preparations?
Just imagining. I think there's a guy back there grinding an axe, like literally behind a pillar right behind me. I see the sparks flying. I think he's already begun preparations. She thinks I can't do this. She's got another thing coming. But first, I have some serious thinking to do. Oh! Wait. I'd say the new evidence indicating a different suspect exists. It has to. Of course I have some new evidence.
Do you now? How very interesting.
Why doesn't she sound the least bit concerned? No, I can't let her get to me. I just have to keep pressing forward. The new evidence points to a different suspect. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have my head chopped off completely. What? That was during the murder, right? Wait.
Take that!
Oh, okay, well, that didn't work.
You would claim this evidence proves the existence of a different suspect. If anything, I just see you as a peeping Tom.
For your information, I got that photo from a kid that wandered into your palace grounds, so... Wait, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. Your Eminence, are you saying this piece of evidence doesn't do anything for you?
It would appear to me that you chose that evidence at random.
Actually, I did put some thought into it, and you were doing a seance around 2 p.m. So... yeah?
In the vain hope you will learn something from my reaction. Is that not correct?
Oh!
Your Majesty.
For shame! I get my 2 lines, yes!
Sorry! Time to rethink that one.
Huh.
It's gotta exist. Gotta. If I think it through, it has to be there.
Take that!
Nope. Okay. Let's... I think we gotta go with doesn't exist right now. And hope that Rayfa gives us the divination seance. Because I think that's the only thing we have. Such evidence does not exist.
Just as I thought. I was so hoping you'd present meaningless evidence and allow me to claim your head.
I was trying. Glad I didn't walk head first into that one then. Kinda did. So what now, Apollo? Well, unless we can prove that Nina killed Inga. With the divination seance, this trial is over. And so are we. Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need? Divination seance! Even without evidence? Divination! You know, the keys of obtaining testimony here in Khura'in? Divination! Huh? Wait, are you actually suggesting... It certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try. Your Majesty. A crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case has yet to be taken into the trial. But I'm positive that I can back up our claim with this one step. You will be able to prove that Nina killed Justice Mr. Inga. Why are you hydrating me? And just how do you propose to do that? With the help of a certain someone. You need help.
From someone.
Well, I can't imagine who it could be. But I suppose I must ask. Whose help do you need to uncover the truth? I either need Athena or Rayfa. Let's go with Rayfa right now. But that is...
Me.
Here in Khura'in, legal proceedings including the viewing of the victim's final moments. But that requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence. Can you stop hydrating me? If you're right about this. Rayfa's power should enable her to see the very moment Nina stabbed Inga. It will be hard to watch your father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence. We need you and your power. Stop it!
You need me?
Objection!
Wretched simpleton. Did you not see what ensued in her previous attempt? You would only succeed in wasting more time. Or is your goal to make her collapse again?
Objection!
The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as a royal priestess. I'd say it's all up to her now.
Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my duty?
Isn't a divination seance required at all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there'd be a problem with handing down a verdict without one. Indeed, would be problematic. Under Khura'in's laws, seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered.
Insolence!
Yikes!
Must you try my patience so? If I must dispense with that vexing law, then dispense with it I shall.
Huh?
As ruling sovereign of Khura'in, I proclaim the following.
Huh?
Henceforth, the divination seance shall be optional.
What? She has the power to do that?
She just rewrote the law with a flourish of her hand.
Of course she can. Great.
Mother, I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is as the defense said. I must not neglect my duty simply because I am afraid. shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the seance once more.
Such insolence!
Rayfa, do not be fooled by this lordly guile. You are not prepared to witness your father's death. But Hornhead needs my help. Rayfa, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? But despite your grandiose posturing, you collapse in a most piteous fashion. Even worse, you have erred in your insights of late. For has not the barred one there overturned them for more than once? Oh, you cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your insights. You are terrible! So I say to you, be gone! This sacred hall of justice has no need for such a worthless royal priestess. That's your own daughter! Worthless?
Wow. How did she say that to her own daughter? That's what's making me believe that she's not the actual mother.
So, Mother, you think me worthless?
Objection!
Her benevolence says you can do it, doesn't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her before she's even made the attempt.
Very well, horned devil. If you really are so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent.
Really?
However, should Rayfa fail once more, you two and the accused shall be executed on the spot.
Come again?
This is proving to be far more entertaining than I had anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Will you wager your life and call on Rayfa to perform a divination seance?
Call on Rayfa! I trust you! I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I believe in you.
Hornhead, I do not understand. If I fail, you'll be put to death.
I know you collapsed during your previous attempt. I was there. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you are willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage.
My courage?
Ah, so she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance. But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Right. That's a bet I'm willing to take.
But it is as Mother said. I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me?
Objection!
I wouldn't take stock in those words, Your Benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all.
Huh?
In the trials I've been a part of here in Khura'in, I would have proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though you didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insights that provided served as vital leads to finding the truth.
Vital leads? My seances?
So please, Your Benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
I...
Objection!
Rayfa, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You were ill-prepared to face your father's death. Go. Leave this sacred hall at once.
No.
What did you say?
I said no, Mother! For I am the royal priestess of Khura'in!
I have no need for you now.
Even if you do not need me, Mother. Hornhead and this Hall of Justice do. He proved that to me by risking his own life. It is because of him that I now understand. The divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it, no matter the risk.
Your Benevolence.
Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting not but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Part had disproved the insights it offered. And now, I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Mother, even Nina. I believed in them all above all. I believed in them all. Believed them above all others. But I finally now know. I know in what I can trust. The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Khura'in should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials toward the truth. That is my sacred duty. I will never shrink from it again.
That right there, Your Benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggle so far. The truth that you realize that with your own strength. As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through. Your Eminence, the royal priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you are worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient.
Mother, I am done letting you have your way!
Rayfa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother, and queen.
No, I am scared to see my father's death. I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today. Rayfa.
I am the royal priestess Rayfa Padma Khura'in.
I can take off my own robe.
And I am prepared to face my father's death.
Oh. I like the fact that they actually animated it a bit.
Your Eminence. It seems the princess is more grown up than you thought. Rayfa.
Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance.
The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us.
Are you gonna skip the dance, or am I gonna have to sit through it again?
O Holy Mother, we
You gotta
hold
sit
this
through it
divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
In the pool of souls.
I can't do her voice perfectly, but I think what I've been doing is pretty good. Yay, let's dance again! I don't want to skip it because I never know if there's like something added into it, like someone trying to assassinate her in the middle.
Wow, she can do it so flawlessly every time. It's almost like it's a freaking Sailor Moon transformation sequence.
Okay, I was wondering if they were gonna shorten it since they already made us sit through the first one, but no. It's the same length. Everything's the same. Great. And in the pool we go. For real this time? For real? Oh, here we are.
Grapes. Incense. Sour. Incense. Footsteps. Man's voice. Pain. Footsteps. Explosion. Laughter. Huh. Oh,
really? I didn't notice that. When the...
A faceless being.
What the heck? His face. It's just like... the picture of the founder. I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see. Other... What was it? What was it you saw?
Are we to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw?
Yes. There can be no mistake. That was my father himself witness.
I did not notice that the pool apparently glows when things flash. Huh. That's an interesting detail, especially after sitting through the divination seance dance for so long.
How very strange. You don't suppose the Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Mr. Inga for planning a coup?
Divine wrath of the Holy Mother.
Oh, Holy Mother! We are ever grateful for your blessings!
Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. That laugh. Who does it belong to, and why are they laughing? Who knows? Though I suppose it could be Dhurke after he slew my husband. Uh-huh. I figured he even have a mouth. I think we're done here, lawyer. How so? You claim that Mr. Inga was stabbed in his private quarters. And, feeling no pain, went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. But this seance vision proves that he was stabbed in the tomb and felt great pain, no less. Oh, that. Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb. Everything just backfired. Big time. Wow. Garon has the devil's own luck, doesn't she?
Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words.
Insight. Rayfa's insight.
At around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. He had been waiting vigilantly. Then, when suddenly, he heard Dhurke's voice. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed and the attacker let out a laugh.
Huh. So what now, Mr. Wright? It's up to you. Up to us to knock holes in Rayfa's interpretations of Inga's memories. In other words, we need to prove that her understanding of them could be mistaken. Okay. I'll give it a try. Around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He wasn't really waiting that vigilantly, since he didn't turn around to face Dhurke. Your benevolence. This insight is inconsistent with the
Please, do tell. Where does this inconsistency lie, Hornhead?
Well, it's kind of hard to say, especially when you put me on the spot like this. The defense will only present opinions that won't collapse under pressure. I guess I better take a closer look at the insides before I try again. Let's try this. The attacker didn't have a face, so how could he laugh?
Objection!
There was no face! No mouth! Oh, dang it, I did it wrong. Well, I'm dying. Slowly but surely. Let's do it right here.
Objection!
Because even when he heard Dhurke, he did not turn around. Oh, there it is! Your benevolence. There seems to be an inconsistency in your interpretation.
An inconsistency?
Where? Minister Inga is far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. When he heard the voice he claimed as Dhurke's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder. That's strange, right? He was waiting for Dhurke to arrive with the founder's orb. But when he heard that voice, he didn't even turn to look. Don't you think he would have been worried about being attacked from behind?
Then whose voice was it?
It was likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend.
Objection!
There was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Dhurke.
The voice of a third party who wasn't there in the tomb. Apollo, don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mystery voice? Do we? You know, I think we do. Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Dhurke. With it, we just might be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice Mr. Inga heard with this. With what? Oh. Oh, his phone!
Take that!
That's my father's.
I know this must be hard for you, but could you please look at this photo? There's something here that can point us toward the identity of the voice. This is the real source of the man's voice. Telephone! Telephone! Telefono.
A cell phone?
Yeah. Right. I believe that the voice the minister heard. Also, I noticed that Nayuta is very quiet. Was of a call on his cell phone. I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. What is your eminence's view on the matter?
I can see the possibility. Then it seems I must refine my vision.
Subordinate's voice. Specifically a subordinate.
It appears that the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates.
Why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then?
My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace. They were supposed to contact him as soon as they saw Dhurke and the rest of you.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence. I believe you have an insight to revise.
I know, Barthead. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty.
Insight revised. My father then took a call from a subordinate at the police. So the voice was coming from the phone.
That's good to know. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds that could be clues. Let's take another look at Rayfa's insights and really focus on the various sensations. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Yeah, for my first time dealing with him, Incense, grapes. Subordinate's voice. Lion's roar. Lion roar? What? What does it mean by lion roar? What? What was that? Lion roar? Lion's roar. At 3 p.m. my father is waiting. What is lion's roar? Who's lion roar?
Objection!
I hate to break it to you, Your Benevolence, but you misinterpreted something again. What do you mean? Again? Smooth move, Apollo. I think you just hurt her feelings. She may put on a brave face, but she feels more than she lets on. Let me rephrase that, Your Benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call as his subordinate at the palace is inconsistent with his final memory. What do you mean by that? A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claimed that the call was with someone at the palace. But let me ask you, do you keep lions there? No. The only animals at the palace are little birdies and my pet frog. Of course you have a pet frog. Oh, wait, the giant one in front of the minister's house is her pet? I just remembered it too! Besides, there aren't any lions in Khura'in. We don't have any zoos. A rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid. Well, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually from something hanging out in the bazaar. Isn't that the cry of the warbird over in the bazaar? Your Benevolence, do you think you can clarify the voice for me? Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision. Warbird's cry. What's this? Warband. Just as I suspected. It was the call of a warband. That means the subordinate Mr. Inga was talking to was in the bazaar, not the palace. But why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have? She's right. Is it important to know where the call was made from? Oh, it's very important. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might have been the sound of a gunshot. But I can think of no other item that makes such a noise in the area. Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her. Tell Rayfa the real source of that sound. Will do. Well, Hornhead, I'm waiting. What was the true source of that explosive sound? What explosive sound? What explosive sound? I don't got no gun. Oh wait, I gotta present transport it again. You believe that to be the source? Yes. Maybe?
That's not a very clear answer at all. Could it be your lack of confidence in your clarity?
Maybe? Maybe not. Who's to say?
Your Majesty, pound some confidence into this wishy-washy lawyer for me, would you?
Certainly, your benevolence.
Ah, great. I'm gonna be guilty. Yay.
I have heard enough. This trial need not be drawn out any longer. Regarding the murder of Minister Inga and the assassination of Queen Amara, the defense has failed to counter the charges filed by the prosecution. I will now pass judgment on the accused, Dhurke Samadi, and his defenders, apollojustice and Phoenix Wright. This court finds these 3 individuals
Guilty. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Retry from the scene. Because I haven't saved for a minute. Confidence received.
Paul, let's take a good look at the evidence. You should be able to find the source of the explosion there. I hope you have a more definite answer this time, Hornhead. Now, what's the true source?
Oh! Surprised by a firecracker!
Take that!
What? Firecracker!
What is that?
It's I'll be your guide's statement. In it, he claimed that Arbol threw a firecracker at him while he was at the bazaar.
Then...
Yes, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding.
Objection!
And yet, a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from Mr. Inga's gun. How do you explain that?
Well, you don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or do you have evidence that proves when the pistol was discharged?
No, I have none.
Wait a second. That loud bang was a firecracker. And could that laugh at the end have been... No. It can't be. Oh, it's Dax's laugh! Oh, it can. And it is. The laugh came from none other than... the Joker who got a kick out starring Albie and his dragon snot snaps. The happy-go-lucky Dats Arbol. What? Someone should really put a leash on that guy.
I shudder to think how one man can be the cause of so much trouble.
Hey there, AJ! PW! Y'all can thank me later!
No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Arbol! Officers, arrest him! He escaped jail again! Your benevolence, do you need to revise your insight?
It would appear so.
Insight revised.
And that's himself.
Well, that changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rayfa's insight again. Okay. I think I've got it down now. Time to find another inconsistency.
Around 3 p.m. my father was awake.
Gonna watch to see if there's any changes. Wait. Whoa. Oh, I know what it is. Dogs bark. Pain. This happened before 2 p.m.
Footsteps, incense. select the explosion.
Objection!
Your benevolence. There's a glaring problem with this insight. There is? You say that the murder happened at around 3 p.m., which is right around the time my client arrived on the scene. Yeah, it feels slower, doesn't it? However, now that we now know that what the source of the loud bang is, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence.
I suppose I have to ask the obvious here. What evidence conflicts with the claim that the murder occurred at 3 p.m.?
This? Obvious
Take that!
statement?
I'll be your guide's statement. Again?
Yes, because to summarize what he said, at around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker and ran into the palace courtyard.
Around 2 p.m.
That's right, 2 p.m. Not 3 p.m. Are you suggesting? Oh, you look mad. I think you know where I'm going with this. Dat's laugh, the cry of the warbird, and the bang of the firecracker were all heard right before Minister Inga's death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definitive timestamp on all of these sounds. Therefore, what his vision shows is that it's extremely likely that the deceased's final moments were at 2 rather than 3 as we had originally thought. Dare I ask? It means the murder took place a full hour before Dhurke entered the tomb. Blanca! How can this be? Are you saying that I, the very personification of the law, have been mistaken? Oh, you broke your fingernails! Now we see why justice will always prevail. She broke off her fingernails!
Peace! Peace, I say! Now then, defense. I must remind you that the figure of the accused was clearly shown in the vision. How do you explain that?
I wouldn't say it was clearly shown. After all, the figure didn't actually have a face.
Oh, you are absolutely right. Without a face, we can't be certain of who it was.
Furthermore, need I remind you that the vision is from 2 p.m. Dhurke was still with me and Mr. Wright, which means this faceless figure couldn't possibly be him.
So then, what are we to make of this 1 hour difference?
Wait. 2 o'clock? That's when... my mother was performing the rite of channeling.
The palace guards had been all reassigned to guards that had all been reassigned to guard the channeling chamber for the rites. Don't tell me.
The royal residence would have been virtually unguarded. Which means the real killer would have easily slipped unseen into Amara's tomb.
Defense! Are you saying?
Oh, that was really loud. I felt the vibrations through my desk.
That this is someone disguised as the accused?
That's exactly why I believe your majesty.
Objection!
Preposterous. Disguises cannot deceive the memories of the dead. That the face did not appear this time is mere happenstance. Had it appeared, such subterfuge would have been as clear as day.
He's got a point there. Anyone who knows about the divination seance would have tried to hide their face. Nevertheless, our killer openly appeared before Inga. The question is, why? Apollo, Maybe the killer could afford to be so bold, because they knew their face wouldn't show up in the seance vision. What? It's possible that the killer dared to dress in Dhurke's clothes and stand square in front of Inga, precisely because they knew they could get away with it. But how could anyone be so sure of something like that? A long time ago, I heard of a cognitive disorder that impairs a person's ability to distinguish between different faces. What if Inga had it? Then, are you saying that this is literally how Inga saw the world? Yes. You can't normally see through the eyes of others, but in this case, we can. And if he had that disorder, imagine this is how faces appear to him in life. Okay. Let's say that the killer knew that Inga had such a disorder. They would definitely use it to pin the crime on Dhurke. But if you're wondering about how to prove that Inga had it, you already have what you need. Really?
Well, defense, do you have anything to show to this court?
Yes. I believe so. Frankly, I have no idea what Mr. Wright means. But I'll look the evidence over again.
What explains why the face of Minister Inga's killer is absent in the seance's vision?
Oh, that's what the dang notepad's for!
Take that!
A notepad?
Yes. It was found in Minister Inga's room. And it holds the answers we're looking for. As you can see, it's filled with detailed notes on various individuals. What kind of clothes they wear, hairstyles, and other discerning physical characteristics.
This is connected to the faceless nature of the killer. How?
The vision we saw was exactly what Mr. Inga saw with his own eyes. It is he who saw his killer as a person without a face. In fact, this is how he normally saw everyone around him.
What's this?
I believe Mr. Inga had a disorder that prevented him from recognizing faces. It would explain the faceless being. And why he needed a notepad full of people's physical characteristics. Now that I think about it, my father was always terrible at remembering people. By simply changing my hairstyle, he would fail to recognize even me. Even me. Your Eminence. You knew that your husband had such a disorder, didn't you? He never wished for it to become public knowledge. But I suppose there's no use in keeping quiet about it now. It is as you say. My late husband had a special disorder that hindered his ability to recognize faces. The medical term of this is prosopagnosia. Prosopagnosia. So, Mr. Wright was right. Memories of those afflicted with such disorders in life do appear strange at times. There is precedent in this.
So the killer likely knew about this disorder and used it to their advantage.
Right. So there's someone who is both knowledgeable about the divination seance and aware of Inga's affliction. Your Eminence? Who knew about your husband's condition? A small number of servants who tended to his needs. And me.
Of course, you.
Surely you are not about to insinuate that I committed the crime.
Wasn't originally, but now that you mention it, maybe, just maybe, you might decide that your husband was too much of a hassle, considering he was planning a coup against you, and you decided to end him before he ended you. So, oh, I know it's a real disorder. Yeah, this game does not make up disorders that I know of.
I know all the disorders it brings up are actually real disorders that happen to people, mostly psychological. And I can understand it. It's essentially the mind, from my understanding, not looking anything up, not having any other knowledge than what I already have. From my understanding, the disorder where you can't see faces is essentially your brain thinking, this isn't important information, you don't need to remember this, no matter how much you look at a person or try to remember. It's just, your mind goes blank and it's all just blurs. Everyone has the same face or like a blurred face to you. There's no difference between faces, and with it, you are unable to even recognize your own loved ones based on their appearance. Which I believe causes quite a bit of issues relations-wise. But that's what I know about it myself. I don't have it, and no one I know has it. That's not the reason why I know so much about it. I just find it interesting to look at other... Really? Really? There we go. I just find it interesting knowing about other psychiatric traits, considering I have like 2 or 3 myself. One of them, which is hereditary, and the other 2 was given to me as a child. Anyway. Oh, no, Your Eminence. Still. Could she have done it? I mean, it's possible. Garin has an alibi, remember? Oh, right. She was conducting the rite of channeling at 2 p.m. Posture check. In that case... Your Eminence, does Nena know about Minister Inga's disorder? Of course she does. She's our head servant. So, as head servant, she knew about Minister Inga's condition. And as the princess's personal attendant, she's familiar with the divination seance. If these 2 facts together don't make her a possible suspect, I don't know what would.
Objection!
How did you get your fingernails back? I thought you broke them off.
You witness lawyer. How quick you are to forget the facts.
Facts like...
When Inga was last seen alive, you claim he was slain at 2. Yet that is impossible. For Rayfa saw him at 2:30.
Ah! Ah! We did completely forget about that. No, there must be some mistake.
So you see, the murder could only have happened at 3 p.m. The hour Dhurke entered the tomb. There is no other answer to this puzzle.
Why don't we ever get to make up answers like Garon makes up laws? Guess it's back to square one. Where did we go wrong? I don't think we're the problem. We just seem to be short one piece of the puzzle. Our deductions so far explain everything to a T. Everything except for Inga's sighting at 2:30. You see, at that final puzzle piece, all of our deductions fall apart. I mean, it's very possible, it's extremely possible that it was freaking Nena wearing the cloak of the dead man. Apollo, Inga's sighting is the only anomaly. We'll just have to find a way to make it fit into the bigger picture. Time to think outside the box then, right? Let's see. It'd be impossible to see Inga walking around after he'd been killed. What if there was a way to make people think he was alive, even though he was dead? Like a way to make people witness the living dead. Sounds like some kind of TV show. Things like that don't happen in real life. Wait, can Nena
channel spirits?
Apollo, did you just... I did. I figured it out. I know how to make people witness the living dead. Your Majesty, our deductions weren't wrong after all. Despite Mr. Inga being murdered at 2 p.m., he was seen heading into the tomb at 2:30. And I'll tell you how.
Yeah, because Maya was there, so they could have forced Maya to take on the form of Inga.
I certainly hope you will. Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Minister Inga her benevolence saw was, in fact, someone disguised as someone channeling him. It was the deceased being channeled. It was the only way a man who was already dead could have been seen by her benevolence.
Channeled, you say?
That's right. And there are only 2 people capable of spiritual channeling here in Khura'in. Her Eminence, Queen Garan, and Maya Fey. It's possible that one of them was channeling the minister.
It would seem that you were ever bent on making me party to this crime.
Because you seem very much attached to it, Spider Lady.
Prosecutor, what was I doing at 2:30 p.m., the time at which my husband was seen? Eminence, I believe you have completed the channeling rite and were having tea with the king of the neighboring realm. There would have been many attendants there too.
Ayata has to keep up with her schedule too? What doesn't she make him do? Be a footstool?
Then that leaves
only Maya. Of course she does. Of course she decides to channel the man that killed her. Wait, no, he didn't kill her. To channel the man that was threatening to kill her and kidnapped her. Yeah, that makes total sense for Maya! Yeah, it does. He agreed with me. Maybe someone was forcing her to use her power toward nefarious ends. The real killer could have been threatening her. That cannot be. So then Inga's scream. That was probably from when he woke up from being called back to this world. After all, that's when the flow of time would have picked back up for him after he died. So Mr. Inga probably leapt to his feet thinking he just had a nightmare. Then, realizing it was almost time for the hostage exchange, he raced off to Amara's tomb, not even realizing he was already dead.
Then her benevolence really did see a dead man running. Using the sacred powers spiritually to commit a crime? How can this be?
The defense calls Ms. Maya Fey to the stand. Can we get her executed instead, please?
Well, Your Eminence, will you allow a new witness?
I've been trying to get Naina on the stand, but nobody's been letting me.
It matters not. Either way, this lawyer shall soon know the truth. He will know just how much an imbecile he is in the face of my infallible arguments. Infallible?
I'm hearing people walking around, and I am concerned that they heard me scream, but they haven't come in here, so I think they heard me, they just are ignoring me. Yeah, definitely isn't. Definitely. This is like the 5th time! She's done this at least 5 times with every aspect of it! Insult me all you want, witch. But you'll be eating those words when I expose the truth. Well, considering that I'm living with 2 people that are dating and are currently calling each other honey, that very much could happen. Oh yeah, channeling. Yeah. Again, 5th time.
Because she channels a lot of people. Channeling is almost always involved whenever she's dealing with this. Mega just makes things complicated. Why can't she just go away? I'm sorry. All I'm imagining is my friends being like, honey, she's screaming again. Leave her alone. She's just screaming. But how do we know that she didn't hurt herself? I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking with me screaming. Anyway.
Very well. Let us adjourn until the next witness is ready.
Oh, to be continued? Really? Oh. It's already been 3 hours. Yeesh. I'm not meaning to drag this out, but these trials are extremely long right now. I'm legit not trying to drag this out. It's just how it's been going. May 19th. High Court of Khura'in. Accused lobby. Talk about some really close shaves! Oh, you're telling me. Well, I can't get a closer shave than Headsman Brand's blades, that's for sure. Oh, frick, I forgot about the shopping thing. Ah! How long is this part? I should be okay. I should be okay. Forgot about the shopping thing with my roommates. I should be okay. The trial's not even over yet, and I'm already exhausted.
Still, you were able to fight back the queen herself in there.
Yeah, the queen of ants and spiders. Alright, Yogama. Well, maybe with Miss Faye's help, I won't have to keep on playing her game much longer. Speaking of which, I think if we at least clear up what's going on with this, the Amara stuff shouldn't take too long because we have evidence that she's still alive. Guess it's a little late to be asking, but do you think she's well enough to testify, Miss Wright? She slept all day yesterday out of exhaustion, apparently. But that's all it was. So she should be okay. Barnhead. Hornhead. Oh. Hello, Your Benevolence. Princess Rayfa. You were really impressive in there.
I am the royal priestess Rayfa Padma Khura'in. And I am prepared to face my father's death.
Despite your mother's opposition, you stood your ground. And in doing so, you fulfilled your duty as the royal priestess. It was all thanks to you and your friends. Your belief in me gave me the courage to follow my path. So, you have my gratitude. Oh, don't mention it. Why does every time you smile it looks like it's condescending?
I know. I shall thank you with a gift. What would you like? A cow? A horse?
If they're plushies, alright. I don't understand why you're giving those to me, but if they're the actual animal, I don't think they can fit on the plane, and plus customs, and where I'm living, they would have to go through like a 6 months quarantine before they can even come into the country. So, yeah?
Perhaps I shall reward your efforts with a royal shoulder massage.
Why? Oh, that's okay, Your Benevolence. Your gratitude is more than enough. Thanks. I've never had a massage.
But I thought you Americans like massages.
I've never had one! What about that do you not understand? I've never had one. I don't understand the fuss about it. So, yeah.
My technique was highly praised by my father. I'll have you know.
It's probably what broke his back.
Hey you! Lawyers! Where's the accused?
Huh? I thought he was with you.
Huh?
Dhurke? That's a good question.
Dats! What'd you do?
I blew it big time, AJ!
Dats?
Shut up, you!
What's going on?
The scoundrel tried to escape with the accused.
What?
We were able to nab him, but the accused is nowhere to be found. Where are you hiding him, you miscreant?
I keep telling ya!
I got no idea where he went. I mean, yeah, we booked it together. I lost track of him after that.
So Dhurke's on the lam now?
Probably, but who knows? He vanished in the blink of an eye.
Vanished?
You wanna know something, AJ? Dhurke said to me, I can't put Amara in danger. I have to set her free before it's too late.
What? Don't tell me he's gone to rescue her.
But that's what I am telling you. It's why I helped him escape in the first place.
Dats! Do you realize what you've done?
Well, what's done is done. Still, why do you choose to go rescue her now?
Maybe he didn't want to die with any regrets or something. You know, just in case he ended up on the chopping block.
Why, Dhurke? I thought you believed in me.
Aw, don't be like that, AJ. He'll be back as soon as he frees Amara. You'll see.
That's not the point, Dats.
Listen, lawyer. You let us know immediately if the accused contacts you. The trial will now resume. See that you are ready.
Wait, the trial's still on? Even without the defendant?
Those that Her Eminence's orders. So you will return to the courtroom at once.
Oh, great. Great! Good going, Dad!
Let's go, Apollo. All we can do is see where the next testimony leads.
May 19th. High Court of Khura'in. Of course. It doesn't ever tell me the time, it just tells me the date now. Time is no longer existent.
Now then, let us resume the trial at hand.
Your Majesty? My client seems to have gone missing.
What do you think, Your Eminence? Should we proceed without the accused?
Why not? My grown guard is searching for him as we speak. They shall find him soon enough, for they would not dare to keep me waiting.
Yes, but what about the law governing court proceedings?
Then I shall simply revise it.
You know, this is not a very stable, country. If you're able to change the law with a snap of your finger and everyone's fine with it, you don't even give, like, a minute for people to be like, oh, okay, this is the law now. You're just like, I want this now.
I want this now, and it will be done now. My way or the highway. You will be executed if you do not do as I say.
That's essentially what you're doing. But you did that to your sister. You're even doing it with your daughter.
Then I shall simply revise it.
Stop changing the law! Spider witch!
As ruling sovereign of Khura'in, I proclaim the following. Should the accused be an enemy of the crown, they may be tried in absentia.
Well, in that case, I guess there's no problem with proceeding. Will the witness, Miss Maya Fey, please approach the stand? Hi. Could you please go away? Sorry to summon you like this, Maya. I prefer you to be on the chopping block instead, but no! I gotta save you again. I gotta prove that you are a murderer again. I gotta... Frick you for always getting in the middle of everything!
Getting dragged out of bed and into court is not exactly a fun wake-up call, Nick.
And you're still as snooty and snazzy as ever, even though all of our lives are on the line. Frick you! I wish you never came out of that kidnapping a while ago. I wish you had died back then.
I wish you had died now. I wish you to drop dead, please. Please.
Or at least have Mia take your place, because you suck! Please go away! I hate you so much! You've been tormenting me for 6 games! Why won't you ever leave me alone? Every time I think you're gone, you always come back! Go away! I'm sorry, Miss Fey. It was my idea. And I'm hoping that you die.
And you are?
Your worst nightmare. Oh, right. I'm apollojustice. It's nice to finally meet you. As nice it is to be boiled alive. I think my hatred has only grown the more it's taken from me the freedom from this woman. I get free for a little bit, and then all it is, and I'm being brought back with a stupid. Why? You do nothing for me. You do nothing for anyone. You're just standing there with that stupid smile and acting like everything's peachy and sweet all the time for no reason over stupid things. You're the most selfish of us too. I hate you so much. Can you please just die already, or at least leave me alone for once? Please just go away. I hate you. I am. It's legit. Every time I deal with this lady, I think I get rid of her. The next day, I think I get rid of even for like 2 seconds. I believe that she's gonna die or she's finally gone forever. But no, she comes back every time. I believe I don't have to deal with her anymore. I'm done with her. I hate her so much. She entangles herself into every part of my life right now. And I hate it. Please go away, you useless piece of waste of space. I hate you. Go away. She won't leave me alone, right, Violet? Why do you always get me in trouble? Why do you need to always be in the middle of everything? Oh, it's been turning free. Oh, she's not doing it on purpose. That's what she is. That's why she's literally just a troll magnet and she's still driving me insane. Go away. Go die in the hole. Drop dead right now. Please tell me this will be the last time. I won't see her in any other games. I won't even see her in the freaking Violet and File thing. I don't want to see this face ever again when I'm done with this. I'm gonna put up a little more tolerance for you, but if you are still in the game series after this game, thank you for liking my new PNG tuber, but I am so mad at you. I want to stab her. I want to stab her so bad right now. Please go away, you loser. This is not an act. This is legit not a bit. This is me fully hating this chick. I hate her so much. She will never leave me alone. I'm legit about to cry with how frustrated I am with her. Stop smiling at me. How does anyone put up with you? How does anyone put up with you? What do you mean I'm gonna live the next phase? Is she dead? Did she finally die? Do you finally die? Please tell me you kill her dead or someone shoots you. Okay. I think I want to do her voice. That's how much I hate her. For the entire time you're on screen, I'm bringing you with this knife. I'm not taking it down no matter what it is. Whenever you're on screen, this knife is out. I will stab you the moment you irritate me. You understand that? Please at least be a little different. You think after like 7 years she would be different, but no, she's the same Maya. She's the same annoying brat. I wish I never saved you.
Oh, so you're Apollo. Nick's told me all about you. You're the new guy with the loud voice. A bit of an unreliable streak, right?
Yeah, I'm the unreliable one. Yeah, clearly I'm the unreliable one. Unreliable? Well, that was 2 years ago. Come a long way since. Yeah, essentially. Her entire existence just irritates me. She should have been dead forever ago, but no, she's still alive. Go away!
So, why was I called here anyway?
Maybe because
You're a freaking witness to a murder? You are in the middle of a hostage situation? You are directly connected to this case, even though I don't like it. Yeah, so every time she's on screen, because everything she says irritates me. Can you please get eaten by something? Get eaten by a warbid. Why couldn't you have been killed forever ago?
Am I under arrest again?
Yes. And for good this time. The executioner's coming around. They're gonna chop off your head, even though your neck seems to be impervious to any damage, because you never die, no matter what situation you're in, and it's so infuriating! She did everything wrong! She is the most irritating character of any game I've ever played! Huh? I guess no one's filled her in. Well, she has been sleeping this entire time. Miss Faye, this is trial for Dhurke Samadi, and you're here as a witness.
What?
Don't act all surprised. You were a freaking hostage.
Dhurke's been arrested? But...
Don't bring up the Plum Punisher, Princess. Don't bring that up. That's not exactly the reaction I was expecting. Miss Faye, you were suspected of playing a part in the murder of Justice Mr. Inga.
What? What?
Someone allegedly forced you to kill the Mister to obfuscate the time of his murder. At least, that is what the defense claims.
Wait! What? How could you, Apollo? How did you even reach that conclusion?
'Cause you're dumb. Sorry. That's the only way this whole case makes any sense. I'm not sorry. Please throw her in jail, Judge. Kill her with your gavel. Bring down the mighty gavel, and please just smite her out of this world. I'm plotting so many different ways to kill Maya right now. I hate her. Your understandable anger at the defense's side. Will you testify, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I have my knife prepared for you. I will stab! Channeling the minister.
I don't have any idea what's going on, but... I know I didn't channel Mr. Inga! I didn't even have the chance to do something like that. Besides, I never go quietly along with some criminal's plan.
You did! 3 times! 3 times! You've gone along with a criminal's plan at least 3 times! Ah! Technically 4. If you count it, technically it's 4 times if you count it. Freaking... Please go away!
Well, I guess there are some things I go quietly along with.
Yeah, like being quietly taken along for another hostage situation, so I had to pay you out or let a guilty man go free. It seems the witness doesn't believe she has ever trailed Justice Mr. Inga.
And if her words prove to be true, defense, your entire argument becomes mute. You do not understand that, don't you? You do understand that, don't you?
Yes, of course. Go away. Go away! It doesn't seem like Miss Faye is lying. Apollo, he is being awfully secretive about something just now. It's the same thing she did with friggin' Gato! She wanted to throw everything away that Gato and her mother did to try to save her life just so that she can be helpful. Frick off. I hate her so much. I guess I better dig a bit and try to get her to open up to me first. I will stab her before I will let her open up. I don't even want to do monologues. I just want to go through this and get the freaking... Shut up! Shut up! Shut up.
Hold it!
I'm just going with what I think I have to do. I'm not even gonna try with her. You didn't have a chance to channel him? Does channeling someone take a long time?
Not really. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty much instantaneous. But I was all tied up. Literally. So there was no way for me to make the channeling mudra with my hands to do it.
Right. I guess she really didn't channel Inga then. Maya, when mediums are done with the session, they can send the spirit back to the other world themselves, right?
Sure. Unless they're still in training. Amateurs can get possessed by spirits sometimes.
Oh, like you? Like you?
But full-fledged mediums can stay in total control of a session.
You're not a full-fledged medium. I know you're not.
And they can send the deceased spirit away anytime they want.
And honestly, Pearl should be the leader, not you. Pearl is way better than you. Pearl is the best. So why are you related to that angel? How are you related to her when you're so freaking annoying? So I take it you can do that too, Miss Faye?
Of course! I get possessed all the time by my sister because I'm a weak amateur and I don't really pay attention to my training at all. I much rather stuff myself with burgers than I do with anything else. I would rather spend other people's money than working for once in my life. I got a job once, but I immediately left it so that I can continue bothering for free food.
Frick off!
It's a cinch for the new and improved Mystic Maya Faye, a spirit medium.
You're not an... No. Maya, you are never be an ace. You will never be any good at anything you ever do. You can't even die correctly. That's how bad you are. You can't even disappear and just stay gone. No, you gotta continue existing. Please go away. I'm sorry if I'm being mean. I just hate this chick so much. That's strange. You seem like the same old childish Maya to me. She is. She has not changed a bit.
I'll show you, childish Nick.
And I'll show you dead. Yes, I am. No one can say anything to make me like this chick. And you have
Hold it!
4. So you wouldn't channel spirits for unseemly purposes?
Of course not. Spirit channeling is my bread and butter.
No, I'm your bread and butter, because you spend all my freaking money on freaking burgers.
And I take a lot of pride in my work. And it's like, would you use your legal skills to commit a crime, Apollo?
Oh, you've planned on using your skills to commit crime. I know you have. You actively steal from people. Well, until finger pointing and objecting become deadly, I don't see how they can be used. Go away.
Wow, you're a regular Mr. Smarty Pants, just like Nick. Always at the ready with some sarcastic comeback.
Probably because you're so annoying that everything sounds sarcastic to you. I think I'll save my many objections for that after the trial. Yes, please.
Anyway, I never go along with something like murder.
Not intentionally, but you can be possessed by a spirit like you usually do.
I guess there are some things I go along with.
Hold it!
Sounds to me like you're trying to hide something this way.
Didn't anyone teach you about respecting boundaries, Apollo?
Which you know nothing about, so don't you start lecturing me about boundaries.
It's really rude to pry into a person's private affairs. You do it to me all the time! Frick off!
Sorry. I didn't realize, Wait, we're in a court of law.
Yeah, I know.
Then, what was all that about me being rude? I'm just doing my job! So, please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding?
sorry, but behind the fact that I'm actually a sucky human being who's essentially just a succubus for money. I promised Dhurke I wouldn't say.
You made a promise to Dhurke?
A pretty big one.
I think this is about all you're going to get out of her. Yeah. Maya seems really confused. But you can't blame her for not knowing what happened. True. After all, first she was kidnapped and now she's wrapped up in a murder case. It happens more than you think. She should understand what's going on, considering... Yeah. I'll have to fill her in as she gives her testimony. How do you know you didn't channel him? Are you sure about that? Maybe you just don't remember channeling him.
Don't remember? I may be 28, but I'm not senile, you know?
Oh, now you know what it feels like! Something's not right here. Miss Faye, you were confined to Amara's tomb the whole time, is that correct?
Yes. But I wasn't conscious the whole time.
Okay, then let me ask you something. Did you ever see Nena in the tomb? Dressed as Dhurke?
Huh? Is that some kind of joke? I think I'd remember if I saw something as crazy as that.
Plus, I doubt anyone would carry out a crime like that right in front of a potential witness. I hate when he's right. What?
Enough. The witness is denying that she channeled any spirits. Further questioning is pointless.
Yes, please, thank you. Please end the suffering. End her. Please kill her. Please, out of everything and everyone that you ever loved, please kill this one person for me. I will leave this country and never return and never defend another person if you just kill Maya.
It appears your little fiction has been soundly exposed from what it is. You should listen to her, Apollo.
Don't give me that smug look.
I don't even know why you suspected me in the first place.
'Cause you always...
I mean, you don't have any evidence of me channeling Mr. Inga, do you?
Oh, evidence, huh?
There's no point in even thinking about it, really. I don't use anything special to channel spirits, so there wouldn't be anything left behind.
That's true. Just like when she channeled the High Priest, all Maya needs is her own body. Yeah, that was the only time Maya looked any good. The defense has no evidence to offer. I will have to end this cross-examination.
What now?
Even if she doesn't use any special items to do the channeling herself, you'd think there'd be something to complete that deception. Is there any proof that Justice Minister Inga was channeled? You bet there is. You bet there is.
Really?
Well, no. You're bluffing. You're bluffing, I take it. I'll be fine. For right, there must be some sort of proof to back us up. Time to do some serious thinking, apollojustice. Okay, we know that when Rayfa saw her father, he wasn't dressed like Miss Faye, right? Right. Because if he was, Rayfa would have immediately known he was being channeled. So that means... he was dressed in his usual suit when Rayfa saw him. Aha! Good thinking, Apollo. This might be the perfect angle to attack from. Alright. Let's have an answer from the defense. What proof do you have that Miss Maya Faye channeled Justice Minister Inga? This.
Take that!
Is not a gemstone. We found this among the ashes of one of the tomb's incense burners. Does this gemstone ring any bells, Your Eminence? What? What was that doing in the tomb? Ah, so you do recognize it. But then, as his wife, how could you not recognize this
this gemstone button from your husband's jacket. I don't get where you're going with this.
Because you're dumb as bricks. Channeling Minister Inga alone wouldn't be enough to fool someone like Princess Rayfa. Especially if he were wearing your clothes. So, you would have had to change into the minister's clothes before channeling him. Miss Faye, you used the minister's clothes as cover while going from his room to the tomb, where you burned them once you no longer needed them.
What?
Uh-oh. She's genuinely surprised by that, Paula.
Objection!
Miss Faye.
Yes?
Do you know my husband's name?
It was, Inga Khura'in, right?
That is correct in part, but there's more. Much more. Inga Khura'in. This name. What was that? Inga Khura'in. How could this name been Laga or Mal Hampus Dinet Arted is Khura'in III. Inga Khura'in. How Hawkwood this name Diani Laga Ona Fluffus Diant Arted is Khura'in III. What? What do you mean this is great? That is his true name. Wait, is that really what it means? Wait! How could this name be any longer or longer than it already is? Oh! I see it! I see it now! Could it be any longer? Could it be any longer? Yeah, just tack like a few hyphens at the end. Due to its length, only a portion of it was ever made public. So, Miss Faye, did you know his true name?
No! I mean, how could I?
Precisely. Yet a medium must know both the face and true name of the one she seeks to channel. So then, Miss Faye couldn't have channeled Mr. Inga?
That's what I've been trying to say this whole time! Why would I want to randomly channel some old guy I didn't know? And didn't like thanks to that last trial.
I can't believe this. Apollo, I really don't think Bea is lying. However, your line of reasoning still seems credible to me. I agree, but there's something tripping us up in the details. Maybe we're working off of some wrong assumption again. Frick off.
Apollo? I was thinking...
Yes?
Since I didn't channel Minister Inga, it's possible that someone else did?
Someone else? But who else could it have been?
I haven't thought that far yet.
Of course you haven't. Such chatter is without merit. Let us move on, shall we? I don't care what Garon says. I'm going to figure this out. If it wasn't Miss Faye and the Queen has an alibi, then... Apollo, forget about who is capable of channeling spirits for a second. We should consider the circumstances around the channeling, right? Nana! Frickin' Nana! Right. No Rayfa saw her father come running out of his private quarters. If he was being channeled at the time, who could it have been? Had to have been someone who was in Inga's private quarters. Well, I'm waiting defense. And you know how much I despise waiting. We brought Mia here for no reason! She got brought here to annoy me for no reason! Cause it's freaking Nina! I wanna kill Maya even more now! Where is she? Yes, but there's someone else besides Miss Faye who could channel Mr. Inga. There's just one more person. And they were in Inga's private quarters. Maya got brought into the situation for no reason! I didn't have to deal with her! Why? That person is our only hope now.
So the defense believes there was another. Let's have your very serious answer then.
With pleasure. Nina.
Horned devil. Who could have channeled Mr. Inga?
You're taking all of my life, but I know who it is. It's freaking Nina!
Take that!
Nina.
Your evidence said it yourself.
That's right. Nina never did go into the tomb that day. Instead, she entered my husband's private quarters.
How do you know?
It's quite simple. Shoe prints were discovered in Inga's private quarters. Shoe prints that belonged to Nina.
And then there's her benevolence's statement. She said that Nina disappeared right after she entered Mr. Inga's private quarters. The room from which Mr. Inga himself came running out of not long afterwards.
You are not seriously suggesting.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Nina channeled Mr. Inga and left his private quarters thereafter. That's why no one has seen her since. And why only the minister's shoe prints were found outside his residence.
No way!
So she was brought here for no reason. Can I stab someone now?
It's gotta be it. Nina must have somehow channeled the minister. You can't bring her in there just to torment me! There was no point for Maya to be here! Should have just brought in Nina! Like I've been saying this entire time!
Screw all of you! You tormented me with her for no reason! Screw you! All the circumstantial evidence has fallen into place. You can't ignore it anymore. You can't claim Nina isn't connected to this case somehow. In light of this, the defense calls Nina to the stand. Well, your evidence?
Very well then. Let us call Nina to the stand.
Yes! Now we can finally crack this case wide open. Now go away, Maya, and crack your head on a cliff! Let us adjourn while the witness is summoned.
There is no need. Nina is in the waiting lobby.
What? Nina's here? Thought she got missing.
It seemed she was feeling unwell and simply wished to rest undisturbed. But her concern for Rayfa brought her here today.
She took time off without Rayfa's knowledge or consent. And then there's more to her disappearing than meets the eye, Apollo.